my name is Pastor Wesley Woods. I'm here again as we continue in our series dealing with faith, how faith moves mountains. Last time we spoke about Hebrews 11:1 out of the New King James Version of the Bible. And I'll read that again. It says, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen." So last time we talked about the fact that faith is the substance. It is the main ingredient of things. So if you want anything, you must use faith because faith is the substance of that thing. Well, today we're going to take that a little bit further as we look at Hebrews 11:1. So it says now, faith is the substance of things hoped for, but then it says something very, very interesting. It says that faith is the evidence of things not seen. I want to say that again. Faith is the evidence of things not seen. So if you're watching me right now, I want you to say this. I want you to say, faith is my evidence. Say that again. Faith is my evidence. I want you to think of one of the big box stores, like one of those stores that ends in Mart. I think you know what I'm talking about. You go into one of those stores and you go to get a product, and you go to the customer service area, and when you get there, you go to put that item in layaway. So in the layaway process, you go up to the counter, you give them your name, all of your information. You typically will give a down payment of some type, and they will take that item and they will put it back in the storage area, and then you will make monthly or weekly payments on it until you have finally paid off that object, whatever it is. Here's the interesting thing. When you walk back to your car, are you afraid and nervous that they are going to give your product away? Most of you would say, well, no, I'm not afraid or nervous that they will give my product away because I put it in layaway. And typically when you put an item in layaway, they give you a layaway slip. This is very, very important. They give you that layaway slip, which guarantees that that product or that item is yours. Think about this as it relates to faith. Your layaway slip, your guarantee that you will receive whatever it is that you are expecting God to do in your life is your faith. Because the Bible tells us that faith is the substance of things hoped for, and it is the evidence of the things that you don't see. So your faith is your evidence. I want to say that again. I really want you to get that idea that your faith is your evidence. Your faith is the thing that tells you that whatever it is that you're believing God for is going to happen. So let's say a family or friend comes over to your house and they say, well, you know, you're believing God to do this great and amazing thing. How do you know it's going to happen? What will you say? I've got faith. And they will probably say, well, what does that mean? Well, my faith is my evidence. So the evidence that God is going to do whatever it is that I am believing him to do is my faith, because faith equals evidence. So if you can just get a small amount of faith in your life, and we're going to be talking about this in future episodes, but a small amount of faith is all that you need to produce the evidence that you need in your life. I want to say this too as we're talking about faith. Hold on to your faith. Think of a light. If you have a lamp in your house, when you take the end of that plug from the lamp and you plug it into the wall, electricity from the wall begins to surge into the light. If you disconnect from the wall, the power source stops. You always want to stay connected to the power source, which is God. The problem is sometimes we connect to the power source in faith, and then before we can see the end result, we disconnect from the power source in doubt. Don't doubt God. Stay connected to the power source in faith, no matter what you see, no matter what you don't see. Stay connected to the power source and watch God do what he said he would do in his word. So I want to leave you with that. Your faith is your evidence. How do you know that God is going to do whatever he said that he's going to do? You have faith. And your faith is your evidence. It is your layaway slip, so to speak, your guarantee that God will do whatever he said he would do in his word. Again, I'm Wesley Woods. We're glad to have you here today. We want you to call us, email us. If you have any questions about today's topic, we would absolutely love to hear from you. Again, this is Wesley Woods, and we will see you next time.